The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Hi.
Terrence Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled.
An open-air outdoor stadium. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. That's straight hurting. Well done with that counter shot. Good counter punching. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. A perfect counter shot. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he scores with the counter. Can't score with that jab. Crawford's legs are all over the place. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think right.
Here we go for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Jab does not score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice counter shot. Good defense to block the hook. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. You'd like to see more jabs. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
There's a counter shot. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Hey, those punches add up. No rest for the weary. How about that time counter shot? Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter shot lands. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They got out of the way of that right hook. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And you've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Where did that come from? What a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What do you do?
Beaten, bruised.
Completely switched up. Hitting with line back on.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter shot. That's another scoring shot. And misses with that jab. Nice counter. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. A perfect counter lands. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout. This is the beginning of round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure...
Oh my God, Johnny! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That counter punch caught him clean. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. He threw a punch and just got countered. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bet. Here comes round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice counter punch. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Insane action. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That punch lands. The straight right just misses. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Talk about a one. Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
He blocks the right uppercut. Good counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. And he scores with the counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. That jab doesn't find a home. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, and what a result.